I'm not gonna be uploading video more often because I'm very busy. So I'm very busy. So, and I got married, an Ethiopian woman, beautiful one. So, but the topic for today, I'm going to talk about to you why Banyamulenge do not marry from other communities. There is many reasons that Banyamulenge do not marry from other communities. One, Banyamulenge live in isolated areas in the mountains, highlands of South Kivu province. So Banyamulenge were never colonized. And during the 100 years of Belgium colonizing Congo, Banyamulenge had nothing to do with the Belgians. Never sent their kid to school, never convert to Christianity until later on, after close to the independence, other tribes came to preach to Banyamulenge, converting them to Christianity. So before that, Banyamulenge were never colonized, never sent their kid to the Belgian school, and never convert to the religion of Christianity. So we are talking about people who were isolated. So they were isolated for a long time. So after the Belgians left, still there was like more other communities because of colonization. They became more, they hated Banyamulenge. Like 1964, 4 years after the independence of Congo, Banyamulenge were attacked for the first time by neighboring communities. They took their cows, they burned their villages. Banyamulenge were evacuated the area. 1964. So, and that time, people who were fighting Banyamulenge, they were from other communities, but the Congolese government then were supporting Banyamulenge. So, from that time after the independence, even though the Europeans left, there was now uh, tensions between other communities. So, since 1964, other communities come, they take Banyamulenge cows. So because of that, there was no relationship with neighboring tribes. Banyamulenge never had relationships with neighboring tribes. Not because Banyamulenge they are bad, but because other communities, they just violent people. I guess it's because of colonization. So we have Banyamulenge, they are the most peaceful people in Congo. But other communities, they are very violent because of maybe trauma of colonization. So always come, take what doesn't belong to them, which is not African culture. African people always live peaceful for thousands of years before Europeans. We never kill each other, never take what doesn't belong to us. Nobody ever took our cows until after the arrival of Europeans. Those moral corruptions, the ancient African morals of Ubuntu was gone from the other guys. So they started taking our cows, burning our villages, right 4 years after independence. So because of that, Banyamulenge never let the other communities marry their women. So, and they just, because of having bad neighbors, they just assume everybody is bad. So, which is something bad. So, even today, when they come to America, you don't see them marrying white people or other communities. No, only them. So, it became their culture, but in reality, it was in the past. It was never the case. They got married to other people. Like me, when I took my DNA, I'm mixed of everything, all African people. So the past is not what we know of today. So when you're looking at the past, they did marry from other communities before the arrival of Europeans. So when you're looking at mixed of everybody, the Bantus, Cushitic, Semitic, everybody, they are just mixed of everybody. So the past, before the arrival of Europeans, Banyamulenge were like everybody else, they mix with everybody. Europeans come, corruptions from neighboring tribes, and then they start fighting, taking our cows, and then there was like enmity between us. So because of that, there was no relationship, no marriage exchange. So that's why Banyamulenge do not marry from other communities. But it became their culture as if it was the ancient culture, so which is not true. So basically, they kind of switch to making it their culture, but when in the past, we are like, genetically we are made up of everybody. We are the true Africans. Everybody is, Tutsis are made of everybody in Africa, all those black ethnicities. So, it was Europeans that's the time period when the culture changes, and then they started refusing to marry from other people. Till today, they do not marry from other people because of having bad neighbors. They just develop a culture of marrying from themselves, which is understandable. But I guess time to change because time has gone. You know, now we live in other countries. We need to change that view, that mindset. Marry from whoever we love. You know, and another reason is normal, like everybody else, like other communities. You know, marrying from another countries or communities is not easy. So mostly because of interest differences. You know, like so whoever is marrying from different culture, like let's say the guy's family, they might not feel comfortable because of not knowing the other culture, the other person coming to them, how the relationship, how it's gonna be. So the other reasons are just like everybody else trying to be from other culture. You know, it's like the same, not knowing what to expect. But that's the reason Banyamulenge do not marry from my culture. But for me, I am breaking the barrier. You know what I'm saying? So let's go out to marry everybody because we are everybody's brothers and sisters, one family, uh, one humankind, one human race. So go out there, be you, be yourself, do whatever you gotta do. Make sure you are reaching your potential, becoming your version of who you are. You know, at the end of the day, it is you. You know, it's all about you making sure you are becoming you. If you find the right person, you share same understanding, views. Uh, we have so much in common in life that somebody can help you get where you want to be. You know, somebody, it's all about the character. If somebody's character, when views matches, that all matters, you know. And that can match with anybody from anywhere. It doesn't have to be from your community. So just go for your gut, do what you think is good for you, not what is good for somebody else, your family members, everybody. You know, it's good to have extreme ownership of your life. You know, some people they live based on other people, on based on you know, they want to please people, but that's not good. You know, always have extreme ownership of your life. Make sure you're doing what is good for you. Everybody else, they can talk, they cannot. That's that's not what matters. It's all about you, making sure you're happy. Whatever makes you happy, you know, go for it, no matter what. So that's why Banyamulenge do not meditate today, but we have to change that mindset, that culture. We are all the same. Go out, marry anybody you want, because as long as you are following your dreams, having that extreme ownership of your life, doing what you think is right, that all matters. You know, you can do anything. That's all I have for today, guys. Peace. Ciao, ciao, ciao. One shalom. So, I guess now I speak Amarinyan. Salamnesh, salamna, salamnechu. እግዚአብሔር ይመስገን። በጣም በጣም አመሰግናለሁ።